So my colleague at the Israel Tech Policy Institute, Sivan Tamir, who's a bioethicist, wrote an article that I really love about, we're talking about the right to research. She wrote about the right to be included in research. And she cites a lot of interesting data about the gaps between the representation of various populations in the United States general population and their representation in databases that are used for research, which are predominantly Caucasian and male. And it's a huge problem. It's a huge challenge. It's very much important to have databases for research, for health research that are inclusive if we want to get results that represent the diversity of the populations and to benefit in an equal manner the various populations. I think that might bring us to a good argument that privacy professionals or privacy advocates might not like, but a good argument again against basing our the legal basis of collecting the data and granting access to the data on consent. Because if we're relying on consent, we will have specific types of people maybe that will participate and give consent versus others who will not, or who will not be even knowledgeable or aware of the opportunity. So if we want to create national level databases that are representative of the entire population, then relying on other legal bases like national law and the government regulations that I mentioned might be a better answer to that challenge. That being said, and I have no statistical knowledge to back this, it's just a question to maybe, but if we're looking at the United States, Medicare and Medicaid, and the VA is much smaller and specific, but Medicare is provided to underprivileged populations and Medicaid to those over 65 predominantly. So we have a bias in the data, but it is 118 million people. So I'm not sure whether medically or health research-wise that would maybe be still representative of the population of the United States, even though there might be biases, and maybe those biases could be corrected in another manner. But again, these are national level databases. I'm not aware of them currently being used for research under the regulation that I presented. I know that the VA database is often being used for research in projects, but I'm not aware of Medicare and Medicaid.
So I would like to chip in and then Eva and Amir, but